Oh, there we go. There we go. I was like, what happened? My internet came cut out. Internet cut out. Sorry, guys. One second, one second. What we watching today? Blame Happy. Oh my. Apology accepted. We're watching I thought stream died on my end again. Glad you're back. Yeah, my Wi-Fi just went out for a second. But we're watching every single Warhammer 40K faction explained part 2. He went over the human faction, now we're going over the non-human factions. And he's talking about like the chaos gods right now. Don't worry about it. Who's the cat? Hello, Diablo the Devil, Warhammer. Tis I, Lady Reaver. The chat cast a spell on me, so now I'm a cat instead of a witch. So, you know, things happened. Warhammer, I hardly knew her. You're so funny.
That ability that this is over. We are all the same and we will all end the same. We know the meaning of life. The meaning of life is to live and die and rot. And with that, it brings peace of mind. Slaanesh is a lot more simple. While they are the excess of emotion, they are also the representation of emotion. Slaanesh embodies happiness. Slaanesh embodies excitement and joy and pleasure, not only in the sense of the physical, you know, bam style of pleasure, but also everything else like food and drink and air on your cheek and sunlight, the feeling, emotion and feeling. All of that is also represented with Slaanesh. So you have to ask, why are they always represented as super evil skulls and spikes on everything and want to murder everybody? I don't really got an answer for you on that one. My assumption is that because mentally humans may think worse thoughts even if we don't act on them, and therefore they're projected in the warp more. That one's a little bit weird. I don't know. This is me spitballing right now, but I don't know. You need a super bad guy. You already got the Imperium of Man. You need somebody to be a little bit worse than them. So you got demons. Honestly, who cares? I just want to buy like a bird magician. Look at him. So cool. So combining all this together on the tabletop.
Not gonna lie, what do you call it? The figures look really fucking cool. Not gonna lie. They look really fucking cool.
Chaos demons are generally...
Why the censor bars? Cause she's naked. That's why. She's naked. That's why she got... That's why they censored. Because YouTube sucks and she naked. Also, I'm a dip for now. Catch you later. Bye, everyone. Have a good day. Okay, bye, Triok. Bye, Tree. Have a good one. Also, I think chat on stream crashed Lamau. It did? Fuck. Fuck. I like how I'm trying to change it. What? Oh, do you mean for my side? Oh, yeah, it did. Oh, you're right. It did. Fuck. How do I... how do I change... How do I... Yeah, the chat on the OBS stream, just refresh browser source. I have to refresh? Ugh, God, I hate this so much. I hate it when OBS fucks up and I have to fucking fix it. God. Thing. Chat, type something. Chat, type something so I can know that chat's up. Still not showing anything. Okay. That's a pain in the asshole. Save. Oh, there it is. Hey, yo. Why does it look like that? God damn it. Oh, kill me now. Make it ends. Make it stop. I hate everything. Why does Stream Elements do this to me every fucking time? Harry Hinge? Mary Hinge? What? Oh. God, this is I'm getting such a headache right now. Oh God. Oh God, that's too big. Curry font. God damn it, Dandy. I know what you're trying to say. My internet back. Is my internet back? Hi, Kiryu. Welcome in. Someone called Mechanicus. We need IT support. There. Did that do anything? Hey, handsome. Triac, didn't you say you were leaving? Why are you still here, Triac? You said you were going to leave. And now you're still here. Make up your mind. You're like, my boyfriend Kiryu needs me. I can't leave Pookie's here. Like that? Who's that boyfriend? I'm staying, now I'm going, nah, I'm staying. Kiryu and Triac sitting in a tree. Oh snap, things are getting crazy. The yaoi plot thickens, as they say. As I say. There you go. Should I make it transparent? Should I make chat transparent, or should I just leave it with a black background? No, don't feel into Reaver's yaoi. You mean feed? Oh, I'm down if he is. Oh my, doing something they shouldn't be. Oh my, translucent. You want translucent? Okay. Try to figure out how to do that. I'm thinking I need to change. No, that's background color. Oop. Reduce the alpha value? I don't even know what the fuck that means. No, don't feel like that. And increase the sigma value? Oh my. Day 825 telling Reaver to set up a proper headpad. Fuck you! Firstly, you're changing text settings, Lamau. You need to change window settings. The fuck you mean I need to change my window settings? What are you talking about? What do you mean? I'm trying to fix chat. I'm not trying to fix what you mean? Next, make it a transformer while we're at it. Oh my god. Reset the hard drive matrix. Fuck you guys. I'm not taking IT support from any of you guys. Cecil's my my fucking IT support. Because he's reliable. Oh god, but you guys look so tiny though. You guys look so tiny. Defragmentate the disk drive and delete system 32. Jesus Christ.
Very melee based. They run in, go really hard. You have lots of summoning and conjuring, tons of spells. Generally a little bit frail, but they have special saves to make them a little bit stronger. You've got giant demons and smaller demons. You got hordes of little boys and tons of big guys. Demons are as they seem. Demons. Nurgle is slow. Khorne is super scary in melee. You've got Zeech, who are far more into psychers and spellcasting, and then Slaanesh, who is all melee, really, really, really fast, but squishy, but in lots of hordes of tons of melee and pain damage, of course. So overall, the demons are a huge part of 40k and a massive threat to almost every single faction, with the exception of a couple. However, the big part about demons is also transferred into the other 9 Primarchs we didn't talk about, which are the...
Scanned out of my head, Pat. What a fuck up day. I'm sorry, I forgot. I got so distracted by chat. I'm sorry. I got distracted by setting up chat. Fuck off. And you're gonna watch me do it every step of the way. You're gonna watch me fucking... There you go. There you go. I get the head pats. I'm trying to do a thing, but it's not doing it. Fuck you. Oh. Head pats.
Chaos Space Marines.
Imagine getting distracted, so rude. I just realized Tom Hanks is abbreviated to T Hanks. Oh my. We gotta set up the auto headpad thing. Yeah, we do. I'm very lazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very lazy. Chaos Astartes?
So Horus and all of his boys, all of them in the Primarchs,
Finally, are we fucking actually learning the lore of Horus?
they have all also become Chaos Boys, and they all have their own special Chaos Legions, specializing in so many different things, just like the Adeptus Astartes, the Angels of Death, the regular Space Marines. Chaos Space Marines aren't a whole lot different than the regular Space Marines. They have the same armor, generally the same training and toughness. They just specialize in different kinds of things. And also a lot of the Primarchs have ascended into greater demons? They're demon Primarchs at this point. Gigantic, horrifying man-demon hybrids that are pretty awesome, if I'm gonna be honest. They look really, really cool. But them and their associated legions that they are a part of are all kind of going out there and causing a large ruckus for everyone else. Considering the raw strength and firepower of a legion of Space Marines, imagine that entire legion just converting to chaos and immediately fighting you. It's generally pretty horrifying. There's a lot of them, so I gotta write them down, but you've got the Emperor's Children with Primarch Fulgrim, loyal to Slaanesh. These people, they are some messed up people. They're just sensory overload, tons of drugs, tons of torture. And I think Fulgrim is a demon Primarch right now, and oh god, I am terrified to see what that man looks like, at least on the tabletop, because the Emperor's Children are not good people. You've got the Iron Warriors, which are kind of like opposite of the Imperial Fists, with Primarch Perturabo, I believe is his name. They're Chaos Undivided. They just kind of serve chaos in a general aspect instead of choosing one of the 4. But the Iron Warriors are big on the siege and fortification, and they're basically entirely against the Imperial Fists and a major rival. Perturabo, I believe, is also still alive, and I'm also very interested to see what he looks like, because Demon Primarchs are badass. You've got the Night Lords with Primarch Conrad Kurz.
Wait, the Night Lords are chaos? I thought they were. Never mind. I thought they were. Never mind. I thought they were. They were loyal, but never mind. I guess not. For reference, the legions numbered in the tens of thousands to the low hundreds of thousands. Goddamn.
Conrad Kurz is dead, which is good because he's a sick fuck. But the Night Lords are.
Wait, he died? God damn it. I didn't know some of them died.
Generally about terror, terrorizing people, and terrorism. They're generally about fear, and rightly so. You've got the World Eaters with Primarch Angron still alive, also excited to see. Angron, if you think you've known an angry person, Angron is the angriest son of a bitch you will ever know. Angron removed parts of his brain that didn't make him angry, so he could be angrier. Angron. Fucker's mad. You've got the Death Guard with Primarch Mortarion. They actually have their own special codex and their own major army on the tabletop. Mortarion himself is actually one of the models, and look at him. Look at him. It's so cool looking. Of course, Nurgle based, obviously. So very slow, but very...
Oh shit, I just saw the eyes. Ew, he has actual eyes on his wings. That's gross. Ew. Sick. A lot of Marines, to say the least, and yes, Conrad was not a good person, so he is not missed. Oh wow.
Tanky. You got the Word Bearers with Primarch Lorgar. Lorgar is, I believe, still alive. I don't know what's up with him at the current moment, but the Word Bearers are generally the people who caused all the major problems in the beginning. At least I blame them for it. They're little assholes. You got the Black Legion with Primarch Horus. Get fucked, nerd. You've got the Alpha Legion with Primarch Alfarius Omegon. Chaos, I think. And then finally, you've got the Thousand Sons with Primarch Magnus the Nerd. The Thousand Sons also have their own book, just like the Death Guard. Magnus is also a tabletop model.
Dude, his fucking hair is crazy. He looks like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure character. That's how fucking fabulous he looks. Look at him. Tusk tits. Tusk titties. He has tusk nipples. Dude, I really like the wings, though. The wings look badass.
He looks super cool, as you can tell, and they're all super heavily Psyker and kind of Egyptian themed. They look pretty neat, but overall, with all of these Chaos Space Marine factions, you can play as a lot of different ones, but the main ones that you can really work at are standard Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines, as well as the Death Guard and Thousand Sons, as they are the most fleshed out, especially on the tabletop at least. See this right here? This is a really good way to describe the Chaos Space Marines. What the thick-headed fools with their broken corpse of an emperor fail to understand is that not only can they never defeat us, but they cannot hide or flee or shield themselves from the triumph of chaos. They are finite and we are unbound, undivided. They must not err, or they shall fall to heresy. All who fall join our cause. Every imperial fool who dares to open his eyes is a willing recruit. They strive merely to hold back our fury and might, and it consumes them. Thus, you can see chaos is inevitable. We lurk not only beyond their grasp and at their gates, we lurk within the darkness of their souls, on the tip of their tongues, in their tortured dreams. We are them, but freed from the shackles of ignorance. We are them, grown strong, evolved. We are them, but so much more. As hardcore
That's actually pretty interesting, yeah.
as that quote is, the saddest part is they're mostly right. Chaos is basically unkillable. You could probably get rid of Space Marines, a decent amount, the Chaos Space Marines that is, but every soul that dies goes to the warp. Every Chaos soul will end up back in the warp. And depending on how hard you killed them, they will come back at some point. Every demon you banish will return at some point. Chaos is unstoppable. The warp is unending. And while maybe there is at some point some way to stop them somehow, the resources to do so, the requirements to do so, are so far beyond the reaches of man and the other races at the current moment that really it's just an unstoppable force that just keeps on coming and is just barely being slowed. Chaos is by far the biggest threat. They are without number, their legions are everywhere, and yeah, they're pretty scary. So,
The only way I can imagine that this, like, chaos itself losing power is if they did something to the warp. Like, if they drained the warp of immense power, or they somehow split the warp, fractured it into smaller pieces instead of it being this huge giant dimension. What if they, like, just fractured it in half, maybe, and just, like, split up the power? I don't know. I'm probably not making sense, but I don't know. I feel like if they did something to the warp, it might actually affect, was it the Chaos Gods, and the Chaos Gods might end up losing power at some point. Mortal Chaos champions can be revived if their masters allow it, if being the key word, failure isn't often tolerated. Ooh. Yeah.
Promise, we're done with humans now. Let's talk about some Xenos.
Yes, finally, space elves. We're getting to the space elves. Let's go.
So let's talk about the Eldar, or also known as the Eldari, which are a super hyper specialized and very technologically advanced race of, well, elf people. They were as well responsible for the creation of Slaanesh, the newest demon god. How'd they do that? Debauchery on a world-ending scale. See, back in the day, it was just Khorne, Tzeentch, and Nurgle. And the Eldar are very, very ancient, millions of years. These Eldar, however, have a bit of a sensory problem. You know, every kind of pain or feeling that you have is a little bit amplified compared to the normal. However, with Eldar, as their race advanced so excessively, and they became so self-reliant.
Dude, I love those character designs in the background. They look so fucking cool.
Lions, and everything became so easy. There was no requirement for food production anymore. There was no shortages. Everything was basically done. Everyone was so comfortable, and that comfort breeded this weird sedation, and that sedation breeded the requirement for more and more debauchery.
Debauchery!
Debauchery! Debauchery! When everything you have can be so easily acquired, you will end up down this road of pure debauchery. All of the senses the Eldar had that were so powerful, things like feeling, happiness, sadness, and just evil and good, all needed to be satisfied and satiated. And the desire to satiate these senses grew more and more with worse and worse debauchery. It started off with things like sex and drugs becoming so much more rampant because these are the first things you generally turn to when requirements for living are so easily accessible. It would get to the point that made Sander Cohen in BioShock look sane. All right, this is the kind of debauchery it led to. It was constantly satisfying and satiating these sexual and sadistic or masochistic fantasies that only elevated and elevated, and this was species-wide. People started going down darker, more depraved, and more violent paths as time went on. However, some people didn't entirely take to that. Some of the Eldar were looking at this depraved species that they had become and said, no thanks for me, dog, I'm good. And they bailed. These are the Craft World Eldar. They left on...
Oh, that's interesting. I thought all of Eldar, all the Eldari fucking went insane. Never mind.
These giant continent-sized starships called craft worlds. They believed in learning the old ways of the Eldar and pushing away from this depravity and debauchery and going back to their main roots. And so they would segment themselves on these giant...
For reference, the Eldar dominated the galaxy for millions of years before murder fucking Slaanesh into existence. Oh my.
In craft worlds far in the outer reaches of space. They even had this thing called the Webway. Remember what we mentioned about warp travel with the Imperium? Well, the Eldar had something way safer called a Webway. And the Eldar Webway is actually like a pocket dimension kind of thing. And in that pocket dimension, there were also more horrible, depraved groups and clans that would spend their time in there. And if you imagine the debauchery was bad already, these were debauchery X10. So all of this continued, and it bloated until Slaanesh just burst forth. All that emotion, all that mental, well, thought processes, I suppose. All of this in such a condensed space. Don't forget, this is all being shot, all their souls as well, into the warp. All of this depravity right into the warp. So what happened? Boom! Slaanesh was birthed and killed off 90% of the entire Eldar population. Untold trillions had their souls ripped from their bodies and their actual fleshy bodies devoured by Slaanesh demons. The entirety of the Eldar race was eaten alive and their souls consumed to the Prince of Pleasure. All of them got fucked up. It was so bad that it literally ripped a warp hole into the fabric of the materium called the Eye of Terror. That's literally this like quasi horrifying gateway portal from the materium and the immaterium right next to Cadia. And it is horrifying. So this Slaanesh, also known as She Who Thirsts by the Eldar, slaughtered the entire population except for a couple. Those in the craft worlds were actually not affected by this as they were so far in the reaches of the galaxy. That crazy crack, that birth of Slaanesh, only affected the ones in the center. So these craft world Eldar were able to escape, but Slaanesh got their sights on them. Every time an Eldar will die, their soul doesn't just pass into the warp naturally. It goes straight to Slaanesh, craft world or not. What about those people in the webway? Well, imagine that giant birth happening, but they were only able to just barely get a grasp onto you. Slaanesh was just barely able to hold on. These people are the Dark Eldar, or also known as the Drukhari. The Eldar population right now is so massively small. It is minuscule compared to any of the other most of the other populations in the universe. The Eldar are consistently having issues trying to get their population up because as their souls are constantly being hungered by from Slaanesh, they realize their entire species is doomed. And they understand it very well. Since the time of the fall, our race has been haunted by what we, in our reckless pursuit of hedonistic indulgence, gave birth to. Though our dreams once overturned worlds and quenched suns, we are now but fitful shadows clinging to the edge of existence. All the stars in the sky cannot blot out the hateful glare of the red moon's eye. The birthing place of the great enemy pulses with all the malice of a demon that is dreaming, casting its shadow over all we have ever done and all we ever shall. Every twisted strand of fate and casting of the runes leads me to this time, to this place, and it is clear that the final battle awaits me at the ancient Crone worlds, a conflict the likes of which has not been seen since the Mon-Kai warred amongst themselves and their corpse of a seer fell to his traitorous son. Is coming, and all my steps lead towards it, no matter that I walk other paths. I see the stars stained red with the blood of the Mon-Kai, and though their wars do not concern me, I would gladly let them destroy one another. I know that to avoid this fight is to condemn my race to inevitable doom, and though all I see is darkness, I know that I will not flinch from my destiny.
It's kind of a useless fight, but I can also see maybe that there might be some hope for the Eldar, or maybe I'm just being too optimistic. But I think there might be some hope for the Eldar. Oh, hi Yosti, welcome in. No, not Cadia. Also, hello. Welcome, Osti. Craftworld Eldar store their souls in soul stones to protect themselves from getting eaten by Slaanesh after they die. A spirit stone. Oh, that's interesting.
And now let's talk about cute plastic models.
Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time.
The first playable
Craft
race we
World
have
Eldar.
for the Eldar are the Craftworld Eldar and living in those Craftworld starships I mentioned earlier. And each of them have their own kind of craft world, almost like a Space Marine Legion. Each craft world is in itself its own special kind of group. And the Eldar themselves are very fast and rely a lot on trickery. They are squishy, a bit weak, but they're very in tune as psychers. Tons of psychers across the entire Eldar population, and their weaponry and abilities are fast and extremely hard hitting, but of course rather fragile. Understanding an Eldar's brain is an exercise in futility. They are all over the place in confusion and trickery on a whole galactic scale. They fight weird, they think weirder, and Eldar in their own right really rely on this to keep their species alive. They need to think about deception and the strangeness of what they do if they truly want to not be immediately murdered and slaughtered wholesale thanks to their entirely small population. However, I must say that it seems like their population is getting slightly better. These craft worlds hold millions upon millions of people. And as they continually, reproduce and have their craft worlds expand, losing a few people in battle, while hurts a lot, they aren't really losing what's extremely precious to them. It's not like every single death means the death of their species. It seems like they're kind of on the upturn a little bit. They're still a doomed race being sucked into Slaanesh every time someone dies, but they are definitely doing a little bit better than they were before. Eldar are fast, cunning, and what they don't make up for in tankiness, they make up for in extremely advanced weaponry. They also call humans Monkai, which is something I mentioned earlier. That is a derogatory slur for humans in the Warhammer world. Why is it called Monkai? Well, it's because you can't, in your game, call people monkeys.
Oh my.
On the tabletop, exactly what I...
Yay, space racism. Space racism, let's go. Yeah, they have a slimmer of hope, very slight, but still, yeah.
I said, not very tanky, generally pretty squishy, hit like trucks, and move at Mach 5. Fast, hit hard, die fast. Exactly how it sounds. They've been good for a very long time, too. We bring only death and leave only carry on. It is a message even a human can understand.
Wow. Okay.
Eldar. So, Drukhari. Let's talk about the Dark Eldar.
On today's episode of How Fucked Up Is Fucked Up. That's fucked up.
So, those people I mentioned in the webway, in the super...
Space racists and space Yahtzees. No, what next? The Eldar have a nasty habit of speaking in riddles and then acting surprised when people misunderstand them and things go horribly wrong. Oh my.
super deranged cults and the depraved people of the Eldar. In the webway, they didn't quite get a hold onto them. Slaanesh has them, but it has them on by the pinky finger. And they're slowly being consumed by Slaanesh, but they found out they can stave her off by doing Slaanesh things. The Dark Eldar are by far the worst, most horrifying, disgusting, depraved, and brutal race in all of Warhammer 40k. These are entirely a group of people whose full purpose to save their species from extinction, to go into planets, raid them, and take as many slaves as they possibly can to torture them for 1, 5, 10, 20, a million years, because that torture will keep them from dying. They look very BDSM style too. They definitely have a lot more spiky bits and they have a lot more of that kind of leathery black look to them. But let's say you are an upstanding Imperial citizen, living life on a regular planet. You get invaded by the Necrons. The Necrons will shoot you with a deatomizer, and you will be destroyed in a millisecond, and that's it. Not the worst way to go. You are invaded by Chaos Marines or something. You take a bolter shot to the head or a chain sword across your stomach, and you get cut in half. Painful, but not the worst. The Orcs arrive. They beat you to death. Hurts, but, whatever. Tyranids, they eat you alive. It's pretty rough. The Dark Eldar. This is going to get a little graphic.
Oh my.
I apologize. You pray you die. You don't. You are instead taken as a human slave. Your life will be endless work and agony, 24/7. They will make sure you can't not die, as your pain satisfies them. They will hook you up to all manner of torture devices. They will inject pain-based stimuli drugs directly into your nervous system. They will slowly run razor blades across your skin. They will fillet you and just pull out your teeth and your fingernails one by one. They will remove your appendages and your skin and wait for it to grow back so they can do it again. They will murder and torture and use the R word, it rhymes with grape, your entire family in front of you and do the exact same thing to them. You yourself will also be rhymes with grape anywhere and everywhere possible. And this will occur for 20 years until you are no longer satisfying to them. And then you will be contorted, crushed, and twisted into some form of trophy, a fleshy trophy, or a ring, or a couch, or a TV stand, or perhaps a wonderful hat, while you are, of course, still alive and breathing. And you will become a moaning, fleshy trophy for eternity. And that is what happens when you are taken by the Dark Eldar. They are the most depraved, most horrifying race in all of 40k. They look the part, and they do it so they all don't die. They are literally forced to do this, because if they don't, Slaaneish's grip will get harder, and they will have their souls pulled away. So long as they keep doing this, Slaanesh is like, "You're doing good, man. You're doing solid. You keep that shit up, you elf-eared bastards." That's the Dark Eldar. That's the Drukhari. They are horrible. On the tabletop, they're actually kind of like Eldar, but more extreme. They are even squishier than the Eldar, but they hit generally even harder. Fast attacks, skirmishers, really quick, speedy, like get around them, do a lot of damage, get away kind of stuff. That's most of the Dark Eldar. Look up the definition of grim dark in a dictionary. You'll find a picture of the Dark Eldar and Sev from Public Commando. A quote from
Yep, totally normal things, you know. Still a fan of Slaanesh Reaver?
Mr. Vecht. "We are the lords of despair, masters of terror. Dread and agony are our meat and wine, and they are plentiful indeed." Dark Eldar. Let's talk about the Harlequins. Clowns.
What's the matter, Andy? Don't you want to have some fun?
The Harlequins are a bizarre race of Eldar. They're demonic clown performers. They're like a weird mix of Sander Cohen from BioShock and Jin from League of Legends, but in a more clown theme. They're artists of death and perfecters of their craft. They do not belong to Craft Worlds or any of the weird Drukhari people. They guard something called the Black Library, which is this giant tome of never-ending knowledge deep in the heart of the Eldar webway, and also guarded by their god named Kegorok, I believe is how you pronounce his name. He is the laughing god, but it's the Eldar's laughing god, and these are the Harlequins, the Harlequin clowns. These are Eldar clowns, okay? So imagine the things that an Eldar, these depraved individuals, would find funny. And this is the god of that. It's a horror clown. These are gods of horror for us normal people. For them, they're like, oh, it's so funny. They're all dying horribly. Honk, honk. They're very bizarre and difficult to describe. They've escaped the ruinous powers of Slaanesh somehow, but their main thing is guarding that Black Library. And the Harlequins just... they're demon clown performers. They're barely any models on the tabletop. They're good in melee. They're demon clowns. I'm not sure. I got a quote. "It is too easy for an Eldar to embrace the obscene virtues of chaos, for Slaanesh is nothing more than a manifestation of the Eldar mind in its most wild and unconstrained form. Human morality is meaningless to the Eldar, and to the dark side of the Eldar mind, all life is to be expended at a whim. Cruelty and generosity are but the impulse of a moment. Beauty and sensuality are virtues that can be expressed in bloodshed just as easily as in song. To an unfettered Eldar mind, there is neither sanity nor madness, but merely a wave of perfect existence fulfilled by its own savage momentum." They're very strange. The Harlequins, Drukhari, Eldar, they are an anomaly that make humans seem completely easy to understand in comparison. They range from rekindling their civilization to horrifying murder and also clowns. They're all over the place, but honestly,
clowns.
they represent quite well and are rather interesting, especially with the whole Slaanesh murdering everyone bit. So, yeah, Eldar. Now, bugs.
Mom, they following me, Mom. They following me.
Who followed you?
The bugs.
It's the
The
bugs.
Tyranids. Now, you want to talk something a lot more fun, a little more simple than all this crazy Eldar shenanigans? Let's talk the Tyranids. They're bugs. Do they look like Zerg? Hell yeah, they look like Zerg. You want to know why they look like Zerg? Because they were actually supposed to be what Zerg were. Apparently StarCraft was supposed to be a 40k game in the beginning, hence why they look so much like Eldar, Zerg, and the Imperium of Man. Like, kind of Space Marine-y, those Marines, huh? They look a little bit Space Marine-y to me. Maybe. I don't know. You really fucked up on that one, Games Workshop, didn't ya? Tyranids are a giant infestation of unfathomable...
I feel like he was making a reference that I did not understand. Yeah, they are very weird. Yeah, I don't doubt it. But I do need to go to the restroom, and I also want to get a drink. So Blizzard made a game called StarCraft similar. Oh, is that what StarCraft was? Wait, was he calling out Blizzard, or was he calling out Games Workshop? I don't understand. StarCraft is a turn-based game. It is pretty popular, especially in the Asian esports. So I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm like, what is he saying, that Games Workshop fucked up? Is that what he's saying? Is he saying they could have been a StarCraft? He was calling out Game Workshop for pulling out of making StarCraft a Warhammer game. Oh, because they wanted... I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to keep it more grim, dark, and shit, but... Alright, I'm gonna go to the restroom.
I'll return from darkness and will save your precious skin. I will end your suffering and let the healing light come in. Sent by forces beyond salvation, there can be not one sensation. World on fire with the smoking sun stops everything and everyone. Brace yourself for all will pay. Help is on the way. Girl, I'll cover you when the sky comes crashing in. I'll go the distance, lead the way. let the healing light come in. Ooh, I'll cover you in the sky. Comes crashing in.
Do I know you? Yes, you do. This seems so familiar. You're in a dream. Who are you? I am your reflection. You've been asleep for a very long time. Awake every night, looking back on my life. Well, apologies to the people I love for the things I've done really make it right. I guess it might. Just then I realized my past is the reason I'm here right now. As a matter of fact, I won't apologize. You bitches always pissed cause I am constantly changing. Think of how far that I've made it from my incarceration. It's amazing, ain't it? But I'm in the zone, I'm a rolling stone. I'm coming home, but I'm not alone. Do I really gotta let another motherfucker know? I won't surrender. Smarter than you think. Everything I did was planned to get you to listen, to get your attention. You post an opinion and it gets me bigger. Are you triggered? Figures, here's the kicker. With every trigger, I'm getting richer from offended, bitter little Twitter pictures all up in my mentions, looking for attention because they starved of it. You wanna call me the king of the music scene? I got news for you. We gotta fit like a second coming. I respawn like I have a reset button, hated more than trumpets. Running rags back to rapping, acting ratchet. Release a cracker, delete your asses. I'm not the rapper, I'm the motherfucking morning after. I won't surrender. Just count myself.
Dude, I would love to one day just like go over the history and the like evolution of Falling in Reverse, or at least Rodney Radke. Like going over like how slowly over time his music changed. Like I have been a fan of him ever since he was in, Jesus Christ, what was the other band he was in? Escape the Fate. Yeah, he was in Escape the Fate. And when I was younger, like I would used to listen to his music all the time. And then I found out Escape the Fate got a new singer, and I was like, I wonder what happened to the old singer. And then I found out that he started his own band called Falling in Reverse. Then I would listen to Falling in Reverse all the time, and then I was like, I kind of moved on from Falling in Reverse for like a couple years, and then I was like, I haven't heard anything from Falling in Reverse. Let me check back in with it. And oh my god, their music has changed so much since then. It's like, and you can tell that Rodney Radke like went through multiple different periods to have his music be the way that it is now. Like, he went through multiple different phases, and I don't know, I just really admire that about him, that he's such a good artist. Games Workshop have a history of not handling their IPs in the best manner, such as killing off Warhammer Fantasy after neglecting it for years. Oh, Games Workshop, you poor thing. Welcome back. Thank you, Yosti.
Proportions. These are giant, extremely bio-advanced hive mind organisms that are basically all about absorbing as much biomass as they possibly can to evolve and mutate to be extremely potent and powerful and kill and eat anything in their path. They are probably the least evil faction in all of 40k because all they want to do is eat shit. They want to nom nom the entire galaxy.
They're the least evil because they just want to eat. They just hungry boys. They just hungry.
Hangry and we food. Also, this Tyranid hive
brand history can be really interesting. I know, right? And like, that's just talking about the evolution of his music, of him as an artist trying new things. But we're not even talking about his personal history and like his background and the shit that he went through as a kid to when he started his first band and shit. And that's not also talking about the fucking different fucking beef he had with multiple fucking bands and fucking multiple like trolls online and shit. Like he's a very bombastic. I don't know if bombastic's the right word to describe Rodney Radke, but he's very energetic, I guess. I don't know what's a good word to describe how Rodney Radke is. He's like I don't even know. I was gonna say like some type of alignment, but his alignment is chaotic. Has to be somewhere in there because he's pretty out. He jumps around. I'm just saying. It's not a bad thing, but he does jump around sometimes.
Hive mind has a presence in the warp. In fact, Tyranids in their own right have a massive presence in the warp. They have a thing called the shadow.
He cray. Be quiet, Livesy. He's an artiste, all right? And some artists are cray. Not gonna lie. Nothing wrong with being chaotic. Oh, you doing the bricky explanation? Yes. Welcome, Shipwreck. I was going to call you Shipwreck, but that is not your name. Welcome back, Shipwreck.
The warp specifically, where when they are coming in to invade a planet, they have this weird ability to kind of cut off the warp on all the psychers on that planet. And how do you get help across the stars? Well, you need the warp because you need that for interstellar travel. So with people unable to call for help from the Tyranids, these are just easy pickings, and an entire giant Tyranid hive fleet comes out of orbit and
dude,
just
that would suck. They cut off your ability to fucking call for help. That fucking sucks.
Massacre, absorbing all that biomass and turning them and all of their other Tyranids into even more advanced monsters. They come in so many varieties too, all based on what is important. Tiny little ripper swarms for scouting and having little dudes eat people up, to the Hormigons, Termagants, and Gene Stealers, all the way to the Hive Guard and the Exocrines and the Swarm Lord, to Hive Tyrants and their giant battle fleets, and even something as crazy as the Hierophant Bio Titan.
Oh, shit. That reminds me of a... God damn it, what do they call those bugs in Helldivers 2? Wait, they call them Bio Titans, right? Thank you. I'm here to be one of your Warhammer experts. Thank you, Chaparak. Or use the warp for most applications. Terminids. Yep. Bile Titans. Yeah. Jeez. Oh, those are Bile Titans. Bile Titans. Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Tyranids come in all forms and sizes depending on what they require. They are extremely good at anti-biological weaponry. There is no way you can plague them or blight them. They have extremely strong armor, carapaces and such.
Goddamn.
Tyranids are nigh perfect organisms and are pretty spooky when it comes down to how they handle all of their genetic material. Keep feeding them, they'll keep evolving. They keep on creating new horrifying organisms to spread across the galaxy. And you want to know what the most terrifying part of the Tyranids is?
I just came up with a stupid fucking skit. Be like, one of the soldiers is like, "Are you a Tyranid?" And then the Tyranid with its fucking tentacle face goes, "No, I'm not a Tyranid. I don't know what you guys talk about." Because apparently they get so advanced that I would assume they would know how to fucking communicate. Like, they would know how to talk to people. They are really cool and scary, just they aren't used a lot in lore since, well, they can't really have individual bugs, so they are mainly just used as cannon fodder. Interesting. Hi, Mashiki. I have had enough Warhammer today, but I like Reaver. Thank you. Hi, Mashiki. Welcome in. Yeah, we kind of made it past the Dark Eldar, the Dark Elves, and that was a ride, not gonna lie. They don't want to do it, but they will just to survive. Was building Stompa today? The fuck is Stompa? What's Stompa? Orc model? Oh, we haven't made it to the orcs yet. I'm sure he's gonna bring up the orcs. That's a big orc mech? Oh. Of course the orcs call a big mech Stompa. It's the big Stompa. Was it Big Naga the Opstoppa? Or is it Big Raga the Opstoppa? And someone did a thing, I didn't see. You want me to step on chat, James? You fucking masochist. Really? You're gonna ask me to step on chat right as I'm making tea? How am I supposed to do this with my little kitty paws? How am I supposed to step on you? Cat steppies. I do not consent to this stepping. She wants a pee. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna try and step on chat. Prepare yourselves. Oh god, I'm so giant. I'm too big. Oh no, I'm too big. Prepare yourselves. It's happening right now. Stop. Stop. I can't even say stop. Pat. Pat. Take that. Hey-ya. Take that. Hey-ya. I bet you can't fucking... Yeah, take that. I was like, I bet you can't handle the weight of a cat on your fucking faces. Ba-ba-da-da. That sounded wrong. Ga-da-da-da-da-da. Hey-ya. Pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Pa-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Imagine I'm slapping you in the face with my little kitty paws. Just go pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. Are you happy? Are you happy you got the kitty steppies? Are you happy now? I'm I'm allergic to cats. I'm fucking dying. Death by giant cat. Oh, the humanity. Cats step on humans. Normal anyway. Meow. Meow. Crushed to death by giant cat paws. I'm sorry I killed you, Kiryu. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to kill you. Oh, God. The humanity. The humanity. Oh, God, I can't even do it, yeah. The humanity, yeah. That was terrible.
We might be surrounded. There have been like around 6 or 7 Tyranid hive fleets. Behemoth, Kronos, all these different kinds of hive fleets. And they've all arrived in...
I have died, but yeah, I was working on the Stampa for hours and still not done. Yeah, I heard working on Warhammer 40k figures is very time consuming.
The galaxy from different points, different sections of the Milky Way galaxy have had different Tyranids come through. And that is horrifying because as far as we know, we could just be surrounded on all sides by Tyranids.
Yeah.
The only reason you may not hear...
Yeah, that's actually a scary thought. That's actually a scary thought. And then they're just slowly closing in on all the planets. Ooh, dude. Oh, God.
A whole lot about Tyranids is because it's a little bit hard to have a bunch of story off of one hive mind genocidal monsters. All these giant bugs swarming in, killing and eating everybody and evolving. Oh, I mean, as cool as there are some cool characters, the Swarm Lord, Old One Eye, you can't really have a whole bunch of major character-based stories around them. As awesome as they are, they're simple. They want to eat you. They want to eat you and absorb your biomass.
Oh, dude, that would be an interesting story that, like, a Tyranid gets so advanced that it actually starts forming thought. Do you know what I mean? Like an actual Tyranid starts developing thoughts and a conscious and starts questioning things and its existence and learns to lead and direct the Tyranid like the other mindless Tyranids. Like, wouldn't that make sense? Wouldn't that make sense that they would advance enough as a species to eventually make conscious thought? Is that not part of the lore? What if already exists? Problem with Stampa is the manual is Garbo. Oof. So no numbers, so you have to look closely and find the parts. Ooh. One theory of their backstory is that the Tyranids are running from something even worse, and the Milky Way is just a pit stop to stock up on biomass. Ooh, that's scary. That's creepy. That's badass. What if already exists? See, how do we know? Dude, that'd be so fucking cool. That'd be so cool. Like, there's like one, maybe like a hive mind, maybe a Tyranid hive mind that directs them where to go, or maybe like an actual Tyranid that develops thought. And I don't want it to be like the de facto leader. I want it to be like so advanced itself that it starts developing thought and starts questioning things, and then eventually becomes the leader of a squadron of Tyranids. Like, and then like maybe the whole Tyranid armada. I don't know what you call them, but it would be so fucking cool to like read a story about that, like of it slowly coming to terms to what it is, what it's doing, what its fellows need to do to survive, and then just like, I don't know, just like the perspective would be really interesting. The Tyranids are led by the hive mind, which is at least somewhat intelligent. Oh, it's somewhat intelligent. It's not intelligent. The hive mind dominates all, but like some Tyranids develop characteristics, like they are clever and cunning, but they aren't like speaking or anything like that. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if a Tyranid advanced enough that it can actually communicate with humans? Like, you can't make a species. You can't make a species where their whole thing is that they adapt and evolve the more that they eat, and you don't have them fucking adapt to the point where they can have a conscious thought and have like individual thought, like individual conscious from the hive mind. They have their own individual thought processes, and they can develop speech. They can speak and they can communicate with humans, or they can learn things. like, you know, human culture and human speech and shit like that. Like, you can't have a race and they can only advance so much. That doesn't really make much sense, because their whole fucking thing is that if the more that they eat, the more that they evolve. Like, that's the whole point. So it would make sense that they would evolve to have conscious thought and to be able to make language and to speak and to communicate and shit like that. If it is aware of us, it sees us as nothing but food. That's not interesting. But they do the speaking and thinking stuff for the gene stealers that are part of the Tyranids. Yeah, there used to be a Tyranid model that was basically a huge bug that was basically a separated body that the hive mind controlled, but I don't think it's canon anymore. Jeez. Hey, yo, gotta love the vibe. Yeah, like, I'm getting sucked into this lore, goddammit. I'm not gonna remember any of the names, and I'm not gonna remember everything, but I'm getting sucked into the lore.
Simple bugs. If you want something a little more complex, talk gene stealer cults.
I can have all the pot I want, I get around faster than walking, and wherever I need a seat, I can just sit on my balls.
Gene stealer cults are a special brand of Tyranid that can slowly infect themselves into different kinds of society. And by infecting them, they can rise up to where they all pray and
Hey, chat was just talking about them.
believe in these regular humans, pray and believe into their Tyranid hive mind gods. And these brood lords, and I think they're called patriarchs, all can turn an entire world all based into gene stealers. And these are called gene stealer cults. An entire hive world of the Imperium can be turned into nothing but servants of the Tyranid masters just by infecting them and screwing with their genetic code a little bit. They also have this cool, like, Mad Max look, which is really neat. They are definitely one of the bigger threats to the Imperium besides Chaos. I keep saying biggest threat to the Imperium. They're up there, though, because you, dingus, stepped on a bug in middle school. Asshole. There is a cancer eating at the Imperium. With each decade, it advances deeper, leaving drained, dead worlds in its wake. This horror...
They are more cosmic horror than characters? Oh. Don't worry, get into orc lore and you will have the easy mind. Oh my. An all-consuming void that devours entire worlds.
This abomination has thought and purpose that functions on an unimaginable galactic scale, and all we can do is to try to stop the swarms of bioengineered monsters it unleashes upon us by instinct. We have given the horror a name to salvage our fears. We call it the Tyranid race. But if it is aware of us, it must know us as nothing but prey. Tyranids, they're cool. But are they as cool as the orcs?
Every screen's gone red. That means I'm super fast.
Orcs.
Wait,
orcs.
what?
Gone red.
They're cool. But are they as cool as the orcs?
Every screen's gone red. That means I'm super fast.
Orcs.
I have no idea what you just said, but okay.
Orcs.
Orcs.
I love orcs. So,
Orcs.
yes, the green monsters, the green tide, the green skins. These orcs, they are in fact a race in 40K. The orcs are as exactly what you expect them. They have archaic weapons, they're big boys.
Space orcs. Orcs. Let's go. Wait, what? Oh, hi, a very angry Iron Warrior. Welcome in. We're learning about the different factions of Warhammer. Gene Stealer cults basically infiltrate a world, and once they reach enough number, they act as a beacon for a Tyranid hive fleet to eat the world and the cult. Weird. In stories, the bugs are just used as backstory for the fighting or just a background enemy. It's sad, but they are just brainless bugs. So orc lore. Yes, we're getting into the orcs. He said red, I am. Okay. Oh, he said red. The more red I am, so I am fast. Oh my. You'll get it in a moment. Okay. So dependent on color, they think different things. Oh, right. Someone was explaining that earlier. Warhammer 40k just makes me angry now. I just wanted to drop in. Yeah, is it because of the controversy? I feel like the controversy is like really upsetting people. Yes, yeah. Dude, I've been a lurker of Warhammer lore for a while now, so when I heard that there was a controversy, I was like, I want to see what this controversy is about. And then I got in, and I was like, you know what? I actually want to get into the Warhammer. Well, I was like, I kind of want to get into the lore, and then one of my mods suggested I start watching the videos, so yeah, that's how it came about. But yeah. What's the controversy? Yeah, the controversy is that when Amazon was making the live-action Warhammer 40k series, it came out that around the time of production, one of the, what do you call them, community managers, or someone working, either someone working in Games Workshop or someone working in Amazon, I don't know what, but they came out and they said that Adeptus Custodes, the royal guard of the God Emperor or Emperor of Mankind, they are in lore, they are and always have been males. They have been always men, they are all men. And from what Bricky explained, or someone else explained it, but they said becoming an Adeptus Custodes is like very, very, very hard to become an Adeptus Custodi. Like, because they're like, what, the 0.01%? You have to be the best of the best of the best of the best to become the God Emperor's royal guard. So statistic wise, it would make more sense that Adeptus Custodes were men. They're all men, always will be men, always have been men. As far as I know, since I just started getting into the lore, you know, that's never been a thing, or that's always been a thing, until someone in Amazon or someone in Games Workshop said that there are female Custodes, and it just set all Warhammer 40k nerds and you know, loyalists into, you know, they got really, from what I understand, the one thing you do not do with Warhammer is fuck with the lore, is what I understand, because it seems like everyone, correct me if I'm wrong, but everyone in the Warhammer lore community really respects the lore. If that's what. So 40k fans are just got it. Dude, it's not that they don't like women. That's not what that is. There has always been awesome badass women in 40k. Because I literally gushed over the Sisters of Battle, and everyone kept saying how badass the Sisters of Battle were. I didn't understand until I watched the fucking faction video, and now I understand, and I fucking love the Sisters of Battle. Now I know why they're so badass. There's the Sisters of Battle. They are literally a fucking badass female-only faction. And the Sisters of Silence. They're creepy, but they're also equally as badass. They're even so good at their fucking job of slaying demons that they work in tandem with the Adeptus Custodes. They are so good at their job, they work with the Royal Guard to protect the Emperor of Mankind. That's how good the Silent Sisters are. Or the Sisters of Silence are. So it's not that Warhammer shuns women. It's the fact that they're messing with the lore that doesn't even make sense. Like, they're changing the lore in a way that doesn't make sense. Like, it's unnecessary. But did you know? I forgot. I was gonna tell you guys. But I forgot. But now I remember. Did you know there's actually a theory? There's a theory that someone spitballed on Twitter. But they were like, in my opinion, and this is just a theory, guys. In my opinion, he said that if if Amazon wanted to get the Warhammer IP, all they'd have to do was cause a little controversy, make Games Workshop go down in stocks, buy out the company, and own the IP, and then release the show. Was it as lore accurate? And release the show with lore accuracy. But they're only causing this controversy to affect Games Workshop's stocks and was it their price range and shit, lowering it down so that they can be bought out. That is a theory that someone said on Twitter, and I was like, dude, that would not surprise me if that's what Amazon's trying to do. Was it? Oh god, I missed a lot. Amazon and Games Workshop gave people hope, then took it away. Yeah, pretty much. The female custodians, since before custodians and space marines are male only, but they're changing that from what I read. Yeah, pretty much. Poor Henry Cavill, first Witcher, now 40k. Yeah, it sucks because Henry Cavill really wanted to work on this project because he's a fucking huge 40k nerd. He's a huge Warhammer 40k nerd. And the fact that they're fucking with the lore is just annoying, honestly. It was Games Workshop? Yeah. They wanted to make female versions of a male-only characters and then said, oh, there's always been female Adeptus. So basically insulting their own lore and the fans' intelligence. Yeah, pretty much. They are hardcore fans. It's not that. It's not. Never understood why companies think insulting their fans is smart. Yeah, I don't know. It's like me with Fallout. If you mess with the lore, then it feels like a waste of time getting invested in story. Yeah. I mean, it's also kind of annoying because, like, I can understand because in Dragon Age, I am a huge Dragon Age fan, but then in Dragon Age Inquisition, they, like, changed the lore a bit, and it's kind of annoying that they did that. I don't know. I can understand. It's not to the extent that, ooh, Dragon Age became such a big franchise and now it has its own fucking live action show. It's not that. It's just that the lore changed in game that I didn't like. The Sisters of Silence and Sisters of Battle, yeah. Sisters of Battle are amazing, I know, right? Jesus, I shouldn't have said anything. I don't care, man. Shut up, Happy. You released the floodgates. He actually cares a lot. Wouldn't be surprised. I'm dropping a church on LK. Nobody stopped me. It's funny that Game Workshop also raised the prices on models too recently. Oh god, yeah, that's just a shitstorm. Oh, that's a making for a shitstorm, dude. Oh yeah, I heard a lot of people pissed off about that. Yeah, when we got to Orc and all the other faction got more action. Yeah, it is hard to get invested in a series while worrying if the IP owners are going to fuck everything up. Yeah. Personally, I don't really care much about the Custodes change. Like, they have said that creating a Custodes isn't like making Space Marines. But I kind of fear that people will just go for female Custodes and ignore the poor old sisters about it. See, that's what I'm confused about. I'm like, wouldn't you have like the story told from different perspectives? One being a space marine, one being an infantry soldier, one being a sister of battle. Like, I don't know why, but I assumed a sister of battle would be a perspective in the show because that would be badass. Like, this is why I feel like the female custodian is such an unnecessary thing, because there's even female. The leader of the Inquisitors is female. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. Like what? Like, it doesn't make any sense. There's so many fucking badass female characters. It almost makes me think they're doing this shit on purpose just to piss people off. The model price makes sense because of inflation. I I just hope they don't do female space marines. The lore is dead set against that. I don't know. I also heard that they might change. They might have some female space marines. And it did not go up that much. Well, okay, that's good. If it doesn't go up that much, then that's fine. That was what I have been hearing, since apparently people have been waiting for more stuff to come for Sisters of Battle. I heard that Sisters of Battle hadn't sold well last edition, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, I heard they didn't. I heard from Recc that they didn't get their very much like models for them and shit like that. That was Amazon's original plan. Then Games Workshop said no, basically, so they went with the custodians. Oof. Plus, people are worried that the custodies... Oh, hi, Ame. Welcome in. Hello. Sorry, a bit late. No, you're fine. We're just talking over the controversy with Warhammer currently. That the custodies are merely the prelude to female space marines. Yep, instead of making new female factions or expanding the existing ones. To be fair, I don't know the prices of anything 40k... because I know my dumbass will put pinky toe in the pond and spend hundreds immediately. Yeah. $3,000 for an army? That's incredibly bullshit. That's bullshit. There's no way, bruh. There's no way. $3,000. Fuck no. That's rent money. That's rent money. Every time I hear things that cost thousands of dollars, I'm like, that could have gone to rent. That could have gone to rent. Fuck no. It is that expensive. Oh god. Warrior. Oh, sorry. Hold up. Let me sell a kidney God gave me to for a reason. Jesus Christ.
They have axes and they have got big old teeth and they want to kill everything, and there are so many of them. The only reason they haven't taken over the entire galaxy is they can't stop murdering each other.
Really?
Orcs are so cool. Orcs don't have philosophy. Orcs don't have existential crisis. What matters is who's the biggest orc. You listen to that guy because he the biggest orc. He big orc.
Oh, sorry. The reason why I got so passionate about the Warhammer 40k lore being changed is that these studios, these TV studios have been doing this shit for a while. Like, they did it to Halo, which pissed off a lot of people, and somehow it got a second season. Allegedly, they did stuff to Fallout. I didn't see, to the Fallout TV series, I didn't see anything, but I can totally understand why people are upset if they change shit around. Fucking, don't even get me started. Fucking, I got into, like, episode 6, and I fucking realized the coolest character in Fallout, in my opinion, the coolest character in Fallout, the TV series, is the Ghoul, and he's named after Todd Howard. Who the fuck who came up with that decision, I wonder? Who fucking made that choice? His name's Coop Howard. His name's Coop Howard. He's named after Tom Howard. Who came up with that decision? I wonder. I wonder who fucking chose that name for Coop Howard, the coolest character in Fallout so far. And then they have the fucking Warhammer series, and now they're trying to fuck things up and change shit around. And it's not just they're making soldiers female. That's not it. That's not the problem. The problem is they're changing stuff. And when they start changing stuff, it doesn't stop at one thing. Another thing changes. And another thing changes. And another thing changes. And it's a fucking domino effect. That's the problem. When you change one thing, everything changes. They do not stop at one. They do not stop at changing just one thing. They always want to change everything. So that's why I don't like it. That's why people don't like it, is because they just change one thing and they just change the whole thing. They don't stop. And that's what's annoying about this. They just don't stop. Adorable little cat. Thank you, Ame. Thank you, Ame. $6,000 for 30 pounds of resin? Jesus Christ. Oh god, I think I remember reading the ridiculous price of driving people to other IPs like Battletech. Ooh. Lord of Rings. Yeah. Yeah, oh god, don't even get me started with Rings of Power. God, that was such a fucking pile of shit. Yeah, I've seen my favorite hobbies burned right in front of me. Ooh, yeah. Halo got a second season just like that Velma show did because we fucked up. We gave it publicity. People watched it, which still gave it views. Not really. There's this company called BlackRock that actually, there's a company called BlackRock that does financially support any type of media that has diversity in it. So that's also a thing. Like, even if they run out of money because they don't have any views or anything, they can just get a loan from BlackRock, the company, from diversity quota, and they get paid for that. Hey, the Ghouls actor carries it hard. Yeah, dude. Wait, that's awesome. What's awesome? That the ghoul is named after Tom Howard. It was me, Reaver. I named him after Howard. It's all your fault. It's all your fault, Chaparak. It's all your fault. To the Yowie Pits with you? Oh my. Star Wars, Terminator, Fallout, Halo. So many IPs run into the ground. Ooh, yeah, don't even... I forgot about Star Wars. I forgot about Star Wars. I forgot, and then you reminded me. Yeah, give them an inch, they take a mile. Yeah, once people have finished Fallout in the Discord, I'll rant about the lore then. I'll hold you to it, Livesy. Oh, BlackRock. You know what's really funny? BlackRock is one of the shareholders of Games Workshop. Ooh, yeah, how weird, how funny, how weird, how funny that BlackRock seems to have their fingers in every single pie. Curious. Not like it's trying to make monopoly or anything. Yeah, totally not illegal or anything. Sorry for reminding you. No, you're fine. Pour one out for Star Wars chat. Dude, I was so mad at what they did to my man Hux, my fucking red-headed demonic general Hux. I fucking adored him because he's so goddamn evil. And then they fucking make him a laughingstock in the second movie, and I was so mad. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I also want to say that purple-haired general lady was totally flirting with Oscar Isaac's character. I forgot his name. Poe, yeah. That general chick was totally flirting with Poe, and I'm surprised no one fucking noticed that. I feel like I'm the only one who noticed that the general was flirting with Poe. I was like, what is this weird flirty tension? I do not like this. Hi, sad waifus, weep pigs. Hello, welcome in. Oh, you like Tux? Yes, I like Tux. Dude, fucking Neil Gleason? Or is it Neil Gleason? Neil Gleason? Jesus Christ, I'm not saying his name right. Neil Gleason or Neil Gleason. He is such a good-ass actor. He put his fucking all in being Hux in the fucking Force Awakens. He fucking did a goddamn spectacular job, and he looked amazing in his uniform, I'm not gonna lie. But then they made him a fucking joke. They made him a joke in the second movie, and I was so mad. I was like, he could have been a fucking great antagonist. He could have been so fucking good. Ugh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad they fucking did my boy wrong. Hux had potential and they ruined him. Yes, I know, right? What was horrible was that Rian Johnson. Rian Johnson and other director had two different visions. Dude, it was so fucking annoying because you can literally see the two directors fighting each other in the movies. You can fucking see it. Like, literally, the first movie came out. Then the second movie came out, shit all over the first movie. Then the third movie came out, shit all over the second movie, and fucking did an even worse job. Like, it's so fucking chaotic, and it's so fucking embarrassing, because you can see it in the movie that they're fucking fighting each other. That's how bad it was, dude. And I was like, oh my god, this is so fucking stupid, because they're literally building lore, tearing it apart, then building lore and then tearing that shit apart again. Like, they're like fucking building but also destroying each other within 3 movies. That makes no fucking sense. Who decided to have these movies be directed by 2 different directors? Who? That was the worst decision. Worst. I really need to invest in a punching bag to vent my anger. Yeah, same. Why even have 2 different directors for a trilogy? I know, exactly, right? It makes no fucking sense. In what world is that a good idea? Oh, and why go into it without any plan? Yeah, they didn't even have a fucking cohesive story written out. They were literally just fucking going with the story by the seats of their pants. They had nothing written out. They had nothing. Literally, they were making the movie as the movie was being shot. They were making the movie as the movie was being shot. That's how much they had nothing. Oh my god. And they didn't even, I feel like they don't even understand Star Wars. Did they even watch the fucking original movies before they made this shit show? Did they even fucking know the lore? Probably not. The thing was Rian Johnson wanted to make an Ocean's 11 movie. Disney told him no. Hence why we got that B plot in Last Jedi. With that oh, that's so stupid. That's so stupid, dude. I thought Hux had good potential. Honestly, I think the setting was fine. The writing failed, the actors and everything. Dude, I think they really, the writing was so shit. The directors were so shit. Who? I'm having an aneurysm. They fucking thought it was it was a cool shot, guys. It's gonna be a cool shot. Trust me, bro. It's gonna be a cool ass shot. People are gonna go wild. They thought it was a cool fucking shot. If all the fucking evil bad guy ships rose out of the fucking ocean of an ocean planet, they're like, oh guys, it's gonna be so cinematic. It's gonna look so fucking cool. And I'm like, how is that fucking What? They were hiding ships in the ocean, and then they came up. Oh my god, don't even get me started about the navigation. The fucking ships rose up from the fucking ocean all cool and shit, like they're supposed to be cool, but then they couldn't leave the planet's atmosphere because the storms of the planet was fucking with their rate. my sanity. The storms on the planet was fucking with the fucking radars and shit, so the ships didn't know which way was up and which way was down. Go fucking up, dude. Just go up into the stratosphere. Just go up. You fuckers. What the fucking shit is this? Who fucking thought this shit through? Who the fuck? Who? Power Reaver, they're Reaper. I'm losing my shit. They don't know which way is up. Look out the window, you morons. I don't know. Why don't you go the same direction you took when you left the fucking ocean? Just keep heading that way, and then you'll head out of the fucking atmosphere, you dumb fucks. Just go up. My head hurts. Oh god. Also, Reeves, just follow the bubbles. Also, Reeves, did you want to watch the choreography for the throne room fight scene in Last Jedi? It was horrible. Oh god. I don't even know if I want to. How long is that? I don't even know if I want to see that. I was like, did Twitter blacklist me again? Did they cut off my Wi-Fi again? Was it YouTube? Choreography for the throne room fight. choreography, throne room fight, Last Jedi. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't... Oh, God. Oh, God. I didn't spell... Oh, God. It's frozen. What the... Ah! Last Jedi. Wait, no. This is a scene. No, I want the choreography. Give me the choreography. Why the throne room scene was the worst fight in all Star Wars? Is this it?
And because of that, think you can
Oh no. I don't want the scene. I want the fucking fight. Duel of the Fates. Oh, I didn't. Oh, it's because I didn't spell choreography. Be quiet. Be quiet, chat. Be quiet, chat. Awful fight choreography. No, the Rise of Scott. No, biggest mistake. Throne room battle scene. Is it this? Oh wait, I don't know if choreography. God damn it. God damn it. Choreography, throne room, Last Jedi. Professional stuntman exposes the throne room scene from The Last Jedi. Oh God, do I want to watch Geeks and Gamers for this? Oreo, shut up. Yeah, that one, since it explains why it was the worst scene. Do you want me to link a vid? You don't gotta watch the whole thing, just see the parts where they were bad. Yeah, sure. Send me a link. Link it. Should we wait until after the orcs? We really not getting that orc lore. I'm sorry, Mashigi. I know you really like orcs. Okay, let me just save. Let me just save the link and then we'll watch it. We'll watch this later. This is what I watched and we can wait until after the 40K if you want. Okay. Cough, cough. Oh, it is that one. Okay. Okay, we can watch it later. We can watch it later. I was like, why is falling in reverse in here? It's because I was listening to that. Okay. Alright. Let's finish this. Let's do this!
Big Orc knows best. You win through the power of imagination. Of all the races I have battled throughout the galaxy, the Orc is the hardest to comprehend. They wage war with machines that should not work, care little for strategic gains, and are just as likely to slaughter each other as the enemy. How does one...
I almost broke my toe. No, don't break your toe. Back to 40K Lord chat. We're going back in. I feel like I missed a lot.
One battle an enemy that defies all logic.
The sequel trilogy reads like shitty fanfiction. No, that is not an insult to fanfic. Yeah, no, dude, someone actually did make a fanfiction about, like, Kylo Ren and Rey, and their fanfiction was so eerily similar to the movie that I honestly think that the directors ripped the movie off of that fanfiction. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's what they actually did. I mean, the mistake was having Abrams also. Abrams can't energize a franchise. He did the same thing with the Star Trek reboots. Yeah, he did. Oh, I didn't know the new Star Wars movies had two different directors. Yeah, it was bad. I feel like Finn had so much potential for a great character. A stormtrooper that broke his brainwashing, had him traumatized, just to forget about it and kill other stormtroopers who were just like him. I know, right? The sequel trilogy, yeah. Came here at a good moment, lol. Oh, God. Jesus, why the hell didn't they just adapt the Legends content? They have decades of stuff to adapt. The problem is that fucking Kathleen Kennedy said that the extended lore isn't canon unless that's part of Unless that was a TV show, a Star Wars TV show that I've never seen. Yeah, Disney threw out the Legends lore. Someone said they didn't want to research all that stuff. Yeah, they did say that. Let's turn off our shields so we can be boarded by horses. You're so passionate about this now. Dude, there's nothing more that I hate than shitty writing and wasting my time. That's what I fucking hate that. I have wasted my time watching so many shitty shows that I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be picky about my time. I'm going to be picky about what I fucking watch and what I fucking read and what I fucking invest myself into, because literally things that are shit are literally just wasting my time. So I'd rather not have my time wasted. I'd rather watch reviews first before I get into a new, like a movie, a TV show, comics, things like that. I'd rather go to reviews first than fucking do that. Wait, the whole toe heal and be broken. Reaver, YouTube. This explain orc in 1 minute. Oh my. But the Legends lore is so cool. Especially KOTOR. Yeah, orc lore is I paint flame on race car. It go even faster now. And it actually does. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I forgot. I think James explained it. That orcs, they have, like, really strong connection to the warp and what they think, happens. But I don't think they're that intelligent, so they don't realize that what they think. I don't know. So just make it canon again. They've done it plenty of times, like the Thrawn, the power of imagination.
As an orc, you're enjoying life. You're enjoying the life you're given. Your whole life and job and purpose is to get up and beat each other to death because you can. The biggest orc is the man who understands everything. He is the boss. And orcs have this really weird, like, big, dumb, stereotype British accent, which is just hilarious to me. Those are orcs. You fight. You like to fight. Your whole purpose is to fight.
It go fast. It go fast, boss. But recommend you watch the video I sent. It is very funny. Okay. We're gonna watch something that Mashigi sent somewhere. I'll find it. Where are you? Oh, there you are.
A bunch of Imperial guardsmen, right?
Yep.
They're defending a spot, and the orcs just keep on coming. They just keep on coming.
Wag.
They don't stop.
Wag.
And eventually the guardsmen run out of ammunition with their last guns.
No.
And then the company commander has an idea.
Oh God.
He points his last gun at an enemy and he goes bang. and then an orc falls over dead. And then the guardsmen look at him and they're like, and then all the orcs just start falling over them.
Okay.
Because they believe they've still got ammo, I assume.
until a group of 6 orcs run over the hill, and they just won't fall over from all the banging. And then they hear chanting in the distance, and then as they get closer, they hear, "I'm a tank, I'm 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 a tank."
I'm a tank, I'm a tank. I can't read. They're just saying, I'm a tank, I'm a tank, I'm a tank.
I think it's bullshit, but I love the story. It's a great story.
No, that has to be real because that's fucking great.
I'm a tank. That's fucking beautiful. That's beautiful. That's Warhammer lore. It is beautiful. It's beautiful, chat. It's beautiful. I can see why people love orcs. Oh God. Jesus. Fuck. Are you saying the orcs got chalk zone powers? Pretty much. Thrawn was an Imperial admiral in Star Wars. He was in Legends, but is back in canon now. Oh yeah, Thrawn. Oh yeah, didn't they bring him into the TV series? One of the Star Wars TV series? Wasn't he like not as cool? Or was he cool? I can't remember. Absolutely yes, but recommend. Oh god, orcs don't realize it's a power they're using. They just think that's how reality works, dude. Oh my god, they think that's how reality works. Yep, that's an orc's accent. Thank you, I tried real hard. An orc gets thrown by something, they will start saying, "I can fly, I can fly, I can fly." Oh god, he was cool. Yeah, I heard there was a lot of cool antagonists in the Clone War animated series. They fly now. They fly now. Orcs will pour oil on themselves, and when it's raining, float in the rain since oil is always on top of water. Wow, really? I wanted to join earlier, but was spending some time with family. How are you? Hi, Brad. Welcome in. Did you see the brilliant fucking video that Mashigi sent me to explain how orcs work? Did you see that? That was fucking hilarious. I think a part of me died. I think a part of my soul died because I was laughing so hard. Oh god. Ooh, Clone Wars was good. Glad I am a tank. I am tank. Clone Wars was good. Glad they brought it back for one last season. Yeah, I need to actually watch that show. I've heard good things about it. No, I didn't, but why are you a cat? You're like the first person to question this. You're the first person to ask. You are literally the only person who asked. Literally other people came in and they're like, "So what's going on? What are we watching?" They did not question anything. They did not ask anything. They're like, "Okay, she's a cat now. Let's go with it." And they're like, "Let's just go with it." We need Reaver emote. That is a tank. Oh my. I was thinking it, but didn't type it down. Oh my god, you all want a fucking Reaver tank now? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna actually write that down. Hold on. I'm gonna actually write that down. I have a whole idea thing about what I want, what emotes I want, because I haven't made the order yet, but I'll do that. Where is it? Okay. All right. It is noted. It will happen at some point if I ever get around to it. Reaver tank is the way. No, I meant that I was thinking, why is Reaver a cat? Oh, it's because I have a new channel point, and it's called Neko Reaver. I did not. Okay, so I had an idea to just become a cat if someone used it, but I was like, nah, I should just stick with the ears and the cat tail. Thank you, Statistic. So I was like, I'll just stick with cat ears and a cat tail for the Neko Reaver. But then someone did Neko Reaver again, and I was like, you know what? I'll just do the actual cat. I'll do the actual cat model. So now I'm an actual cat. But yeah. You can put a spell on me once, I get Neko ears and a Neko cat. You put a spell on me twice, I turn into an actual cat. Reaver Reaver, I am tank. You're saying Reaver, and I'm immediately thinking of the Reaver class Titans. Nice. Can Reaver cat have Reaver hat on? Unfortunately, not for this model. I do not have hats for this model. But maybe if I get around to it, I can get a little mini hat. Little mini hat for the cat. Hello, welcome in, Lightning Bolt. Welcome in.
Wage war because you want to wage war. You got your boss
Oh wait, we have to watch the video again because it's so funny. It made me die on the inside a little bit because I was laughing so hard. That's just so funny to me. That's just so funny to me. They just think that's how reality works. They think it and it happens. That's just how reality works to them.
A bunch of Imperial guards.
We're watching this again, guys.
Right? They're defending a spot, and the orcs just keep on coming. They just keep on coming. They don't stop.
Yeah. Don't stop. Don't stop.
And eventually the guardsmen run out of ammunition with their las guns, and then the company commander has an idea. He points his las gun at an enemy, and he goes bang. And then an orc falls over dead, and then the guardsmen look at him and they're like, and then all the orcs just start falling over dead,
because they believe they've still got ammo. I assume
until a group of 6 orcs run over the hill, and they just won't fall over from all the banging, and then they hear chanting in the distance, and then as they get closer, they hear, "I'm a tank. I'm 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 a tank."
No fucking way.
I think it's bullshit, but I love the story. It's a great story.
No, that has to be real because it's fucking great.
Oh god, I'm in love with the orcs now. I can see, I perceive them. I perceive now why people love orcs so much. I can understand now. I see, I have been enlightened.
Over there, and you better listen to the boss, because if you don't listen to the boss will squish you and make you an example for the other orcs, and then you can't fight because orc dead, and orc dead can't fight because orc dead. They scrap together machines out of parts that don't make any sense, and because they believe, they have the mental imagination that that machine will run, it'll run. If that machine's out of gas, you're driving that machine with your fellow orcs, and the biggest orc is behind the wheel, and you run out of gas, some orc behind you like, oh, Zog.
Why can't the cat have a mustache? Ayo, that's an idea. What we feeling? A black mustache, or a rainbow mustache, or a pink mustache? Let's do pink, because I think it'll stand out more. Let's do a pink mustache. Yes. Hold on, I gotta fix it. Oh god, it's tilted now. Fuck. I gotta angle it just right. Haha! Oh wait, there you go. Yes! Yes! We're cooking today. Looking forward to Tuesday, so we have a cat with a mustache and sunglasses. Oh my. Happy you liked it. Also, whack. Is their battle cry and make them stronger? Really? Orcs are the 3rd most expensive army to collect, if I remember. Jeez. Orcs are best boys. They the greenest and the meanest. White? Omni stash. Pink. Yes. Markiplier cat. The Omni stash returns. I got 2 Omni stash and then 2 pink and then 1 white. Oh, do you have a bow tie or something? No, I don't have a bow tie. Wait, did I have bow ties? Was that a bow tie option? I didn't see that. I don't think I have bow tie. Let me see. I don't think so. No, I don't think there's any bow ties. Yeah, no bow ties. Unfortunately. Damn. Doesn't that cover your nose? No, my nose still shows. You can't see it, but I have a nose. Orcs sometimes grab asteroids, fit weapons and engines, and fly them. They call them rocks. Sometimes they ram them into planets to invade them. Oh my god. You should make it to where you can spend points to give you a stash. Yeah, I should probably do that. Tuxedo cat. Drat. Yeah, sorry, unfortunately.
We're out of gas. And the big orc is like, no, we're not. I filled the fucking gas tank up earlier. And all the other orcs are like, oh yeah, you did do that. And then you turn the fucking mech back on and it works again. Does it have gas? Probably not, but it works. The power of imagination. They paint things red because it makes them think that goes faster. They paint things purple because it's the sneakiest color. You want to know why? You ever seen a purple orc? Didn't fucking think so. Orcs are also like ancient as hell. They're back in the Eldari time frame. But back then they were called Krorks, and they were much larger and scarier and far more intelligent. Now they're just orcs, and they're big, dumb, and they smack things. But they're pretty spooky. They're not very well armored, but they hit really hard. And it's called the Green Tide because there are so many orcs. There are about as many orcs as there are Tyranids. Maybe more. Who knows? But they keep on, murdering each other, so it's not too bad of an issue. Orcs are entirely comic relief. Their stuff is slapped together. That makes no sense. Their vehicles don't work the way they're supposed to, but they work because they think it works, because they imagine that it works. Orcs care only about who is the biggest orc, and they will.
Dude, I bet being on an orc ship is like the most entertaining thing to be around. Like just to I would love to be on a fucking orc ship and just see how they fucking work everything.
Will follow the biggest orc, and then if they want to be the biggest orc, they'll challenge the biggest orc. And then when they go and they issue a...
I'm painting a purple battle wagon. Oh my. An orc can literally hide behind a thin pole or pretend to be a lamp. An orc can literally hide behind a thin pole or pretend to be a lamp with the shade on their head like a Looney Tune. Oh my. If you're an orc, orcs are probably the happiest race by far. Dude, you're a human, not so much.
Wa. A wa is just war in orc. They murder everybody and everything in this giant tide of green orcs who are just excited to be hitting something. They don't care that they're hitting Eldar or the Imperium or Tau or anyone in between. They're just so they get to beat shit up.
Dude, I bet I could like literally easily trick my way onto an orc ship, not gonna lie. I feel like I'd be like, I'm an orc, and they'd be like, no you're not, and I was like, yes, but I look human, but I am an orc. See, I'm an orc just like you, but I used a disguise to disguise myself as human, so I am a human to your guys' eyes, but really, I'm an orc. Imagine Space Marine army standing next to an orc army and just chants, we are orcs, we are orcs. The orc would accept it. Oh my. You need to paint yourself green so they'll trust you. I'm an orc, but a tiny orc. That's magic. Guys, I haven't learned a thing about this universe even though I've shown up to the streams and I failed the test. Oh no. Dude, we have to take a Warhammer 40k test after this. We have to take a fucking test after this. Oh god, we have to test ourselves after this. After we learn as much as we can about the lore, we have to take a test. But you risk them getting into cute orc girls. Then my plan has fucking succeeded, hasn't it? Oh no, Inferno going to have to repeat the grade. Oh no. The test makes up 50% of your grade. You're toast, kiddo. No joke, I watched these videos like 40 times. Really? Orc yellow equals wealth, meaning rich. Nice.
That's orcs. And on the tabletop, they are a total coin flip.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at those things.
That's orcs. And
do you see that machinery? Oh my god. Oh my god, that's expensive looking. Those are big. Those are big. I've never seen such a huge tabletop figure before. Oh my god, they're huge. That's what she said. Yes, to refresh on lore. Oh my. I have all that? Really? Oh god, do I want to know how much you spent on that? Do I want to know how much you spent on that? It's summer school for you, buddy. Oh my. Yeah, orc models are ancient. I do. Oh god. Oh, Reaver, if you are interested, I can show you image in future. Oh yes, definitely show me an image. I really want to see that.
Top, they are a total coin flip and they're really fun. I have never met a salty orc player. I have never met someone who plays orcs and is ever just a bad guy or that guy. Orc players have this kind of fun to them because when you play them, you are completely submitting yourself to RNG. So here.
That's what she never said. Oh, poor bread. Hit me up in DM then, and I will show you. Alright, I will. Yes, I want to see your 5,000 points of orcs. Mashigi, did you want to join Reeve's Discord? Oh yeah, you can join our Discord. I don't know if you have a Discord. Where's that Discord link, by the way? It should be at the bottom of the stream. If you scroll down, it'll give you all the links to my different media, like my Twitter, my Discord, shit like that. I got you done. Awesome. Eat chat. Very well. I guess I shall eat chat. Hold on. I shall eat chat. Get it? Cause it's chat is French for cat. Get it? I said I shall eat chat. Did you get it? Did you get the joke, Mashigi? Cause you're French. Cause you're French. Wait, are you French? I swear you have a French accent. I could be wrong. It is done. Nice. Reaver has become like the Tyranids, now eating the chat as biomass to become bigger, stronger, faster, smarter. Mods, get the spray bottle. I am not French. That is the meme in my community. Fuck yeah. Oh my, the jokes. Oh my god. What? You're not French? I was lied to. It's all a lie. Everything I know. I am Norwegian? What? You're Norwegian? Lies. I was told lies. Lies. I thought you were French. And you're not French. It was all lies. But now I have to eat you. I have to eat you now. Oh god. Sorry if I scared you guys with that giant ass cat face, but that's what you get for lying to me that you're French. I'm just kidding. I assumed you were French. You will never survive this because I've eaten you. Wait, can orcs imagine that they're like, you can't survive this because I ate you, and then that just happened to the person because they imagined it and they said it? Like, is that a thing? You can't trust anyone now. I'm Irish. Yosti. Who told you? Like, for real? No one told me. I just heard your accent and I thought you were French. I just heard your accent and I thought you were French. But I'm not the first. I'm not the first person to assume you're French. Why is this cat so scary? Gets the spray bottle and sprays Reeve. No. I hate it. Damn it. No. Don't spray me. Don't spray me. No. So be happy. Well, the orcs already eat people. Well, true. Since I started streaming, many came and asked, are you French? Even random Discord voice calls. What? People call you randomly and say, like, are you French? Are you French? It's okay, my Norwegian friend. You don't have to cave into their demands. You're not French. I am in a group voice call. And someone would ask, oh, are you French? Are you from Francois? I'm so sorry for any potential French people who hear me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Here's the thing. guardsmen, Imperial guardsmen, when they shoot, they roll a dice, and on a 4 up, they'll hit their target. They have a 50%.
Are you baguettes? There is even memes of it by this point. Oh my. I'm sorry. I unwittingly contributed to the meme. Mashigi rhymes with Luigi. I rest my case. So are you saying they're Italian? Are you saying they're Italian?
Chance. Space Marines, pretty good. They hit on a 3 or higher because they're well trained. Adeptus Custodians, they hit on 2s because they're just super well trained. Orcs, they hit on a 5 or higher. But if they roll a 6, they get to make another shot with anything, from the dinkiest pistol to the biggest rocket launcher. It doesn't matter. Half of their stuff will blow up on a whim. One of their medics, if you roll a 1 to heal someone, you fuck up your surgery and you just kill an orc. They're so wacky and silly. But the thing is if you roll well, you roll high, and you keep rolling high, you are going to crush people. And if you don't, you lose. I mean, that's what you get when you play orcs. That's what happens when you play orc. It's a coin flip. Which is why you can't be a salty bitch when you play orcs, because things won't go your way. It's just the roll of the dice. You're playing a dice game. But if you're going to have fun, and you want to be stupid, and you want to be silly, you...
That's a bunch of gabagoo baya. Oh my. Old rules. How old is this video? How old is this video? It's 4 years old. It is 4 years old. That means this is out of date, meaning he has to update it, and I don't know if he's willing to do that. I don't know if he's willing to update it. Yeah, these rules don't exist, I think. 5 years, if I remember. Yeah, makes sense. Now it is you roll 6, and you have extra points and stuff. It is so different. Yeah, 1 year short. Hey, you almost got it. You almost got it, warrior.
You're gonna play some damn orcs. But on the opposite side of the fun part of this, let's talk about the Necrons.
Oh yes, the Necrons. I have heard them by name, but I've heard of them, but I don't really know much about them. My boys, hey, now I go to sleep. Okay, I saw orcs. Okay, bye Mashigi. You shouldn't have forced yourself to watch my stream if you're tired and it's late for you. Good night, Mashigi. Have a good one. Thank you for joining. Have a good stream when you stream next. But goodbye. Goodbye, my Norwegian friend who I once thought was French. Hope you have a rest stream. Thank you. Have a good one. He seems very enthusiastic about this. Wouldn't be surprised if he would update it. Maybe. Hey, it's Necrons. I used to collect these guys. Hey, I'm streaming tomorrow, my punishment stream. Oh boy, that sounds like fun. Alright, I'll see you later, Mashigi. I was gonna say maybe I can join that stream, but I'm gonna be out and about with family, so probably not. Maybe later, if I'm still around. If I catch you, I'll watch your stream. Okay, see you, sweetie. Okay, bye bye, bye bye. Another army means less money. Oof.
The Necrons are spooky, scary skeletons and very grimdark
scary
again.
skeletons.
They have a much more fleshed out lore than before. Back in the day, they were just undead Egyptian space terminators, and they still look that way, but now they actually have a story. So way back
they
in
actually
the day,
have a story.
you had the Necron tier. Kind of see a theme here: Eldari, Eldar, Krork, Orc, Necron, Necron tier. So the Necron tier were this race of generally kind of shitty people. Not because they were personally shitty, because their lives were awful. They were ill-fated to a horrible existence of like radiation and a terrible planet they lived on, and everything just really sucked. Being a Necron tier was just really depressing. They really were looking for immortality.
Yeah, I remember when they didn't have as much of a backstory. Really? Jeez.
They were extremely reliant on the hope that they would eventually find the key to living forever and to stave off this horrible nature that they were thrust upon them, and therefore they could become the most dominant race in the galaxy. And they found this group. They're called the Old Ones. Imagine them kind of like the Forerunners in Halo or the Xel'Naga in StarCraft, right? These Old Ones were these strong, pretty much omnipotent beings, and they, of course, knew the key to immortality. So the Necrons went to them and said, please, show us your ways. And the Old Ones said, piss off. Not really. They were a lot more humble about it, but they did not want to share their secret of immortality with the Necrons. The Necrons, of course, took this very well and waged war with them. Kind of
they took this very well and waged war. Oh God. Oh, hi Joni, welcome in. I had their first codex. They didn't have many named characters or personality. Jeez.
This united banner. The Necron different dynasties didn't really like each other, but under this one man, the Silent King, he thought the best way to unite his race was to do this giant war with the Old Ones out of spite for them keeping the secret of immortality to them. This was known as the War in Heaven, and this is actually like a multi-stage war, because during this war in heaven, they discovered the Star Gods, a whole new race of people known as the Catan, or the Catan.
Wow.
These Star Gods were also very much like Old Ones, almost omnipotent beings, and they too had the key to immortality. And so the Necrons went to them and said, hey, can you help us fight off the Old Ones? Can you help us kill these Old Ones, you, the Catan? And the Catan said yes. And in fact, we can help provide you with the immortality you so desperately seek. So the Silent King of the Necrons decided to make a pact with the Catan to allow them to accept this generous gift of immortality upon them. But this, of course, had been a horrendous trap, and the Necrons were dragged in chains to this biotransference where their flesh was stripped from them, replaced with nothing but a metal hollow shell, as their souls were ripped from their body and fed to the Catan. And the Catan fattened up. They got chonk on the souls of the Necrons. As this was their plan all along, they consumed the flesh and souls of the Necron tier and turned them all into unwilling robotic slaves just to serve their will. And then, with their new-founded Necron army, they pointed their guns at the Old Ones, and the Catan continued their domination of the stars and their genocide, complete and full genocide of these Old Ones. The Old Ones did their best to stave it off. They even created other races, the Eldari and the Orcs, to try to fight off the horrifying Necron army and the Catan above them. But there was absolutely no possible chance for them. And the Old Ones were absolutely extinguished across the galaxy. Their entire race completely removed. Full-on 100% genocide. However, during all this, the Catan, so just infatuated with their victory, started fighting each other for fun, for sport, and for small differences. Doesn't matter. The Catan, with these overpowered people, they're going to eventually hit each other at some point.
They have one of the coolest characters now called Trazin, and he's basically a collector of everything. His library is full of so many things, including apparently an uncorrupted of the Primarch, including apparently an uncorrupted of the Primarch Fulgrim. Wait, like a piece of him? Is that what you mean? An uncorrupted piece of Fulgrim? Or do you mean like an actual Primarch Fulgrim right before he got corrupted? Is that what you mean? Uncorrupted clone, sorry. Oh, interesting. People joke that he puts stuff into Pokeballs. Oh my. Yes, he does. The circumstances he gets him is fun. Oh my. It's a clone Fulgrim. Oh, okay. I like how you guys are all just repeat the same thing. When I don't understand something, you guys just like say it 5 times. I missed the word clone. No, you're okay, Yosti. It happens.
And as they began just menially fighting each other, the Eldari and the Orcs actually started pushing on the Catan's borders a little bit, giving them a little bit of a run for their money. And as this continued, this is when the Silent King, who retained his consciousness, decided to leap into action and start a full-scale revolt against their Catan masters. And this revolt was bloody, as the entire Necron army was surged.
Bread's like, I can explain it, or I could if I knew what we were talking about. Why don't you actually pay attention, Bread? Pay attention to the lore.
off to destroy these star gods. They were able to, just after suffering horrendous losses, were able to turn the tide of the war. And they took these Catan and they blasted them. Because as these star gods are unkillable, they were able to break them into thousands of shards and entrap them in giant stasis vaults to now actually be slaves to the Necrons. And with the Necrons having the entirety of their old gods enslaved to them, they realized that soon their race was about to be attacked by the overcoming new races, the Eldari and the Krorks. And so what they did is they retreated into giant stasis tombs in order to preserve their energy and their strength for when one day they would be reawakened and they would be able to rule the galaxy that was rightfully theirs. And then some dingus Adeptus Mechanicus guy diddled with a green console, and now the Necrons are back and they see all these primitive races on their lawns and they think, get the fuck off of it. The Necrons are back,
fuck off my lawn,
super
kid.
advanced, and they are here to reclaim the galaxy that they so rightfully believe is theirs. Now, I tell
the Catan, also these Catan models are 10 years old. What do they look like now? What do they look like now? Also, he also has, in the words of the book, an amusing amount of tyrannage, which is like, how many is that? I gotta do stuff. Plus, I feel like it's too late for me to learn now. It's too late. We're too far gone. We're too deep. We're too deep in. We can't turn back now. The Catan keep trying to free themselves if they can. Look at this cat learning about Warhammer. Also, who is this cat anyway? Did Misty take over the channel? Ad mech jerks. They took a roughly 60 million year power nap. Oh my. That's a big old nap. Hi Drac, welcome in. I put a new was it channel redeem for Neko Reaver. Someone pressed it once. I grew a cat ears and a cat tail. They pressed it again and then I turned into an actual cat. Still resin models minus the Void Dragon. Void Dragon. The Void Dragon is one of the Catan. One piece of him is trapped on Mars. Interesting. Conclusion, the Necrons are cats.
Tabletop, they're a lot like that. Tons of undead Egyptian skeleton robots that when they die, they just get right back up because they keep on reanimating.
Uh-oh. Guys, we ran into a conundrum. My headset died. Oh god. Charge, you bitch. Oh shit, is it dead? Bitch, is it dead? Oh god. Don't tell me it's dead. Oh! Well, the light's not. Oh god, this sucks. Oh god, this sucks. We had 8 more minutes. No. Oh god. Okay. We have a conundrum. So. Oh god. Okay, so my headset died, so I can't listen to the rest. So I could read the captions, but I don't know how accurate that's gonna be. So. Oh no. Hope you're fun, though I gotta go back to work. Okay, bye Drag, thank you for stopping by. That is mildly inconvenient. Yes, very annoying. But yeah, Trazen is both a collector and a troll. In one of his exhibits, he has a battalion of space marines next to orcs, but they can never actually cross the gap to fight each other. That's funny. If you are interested in reading a Warhammer 40k book, try Infinite and the Divine. It has Trazen, I don't know how to pronounce it. And it's amazing and hilarious. Oh boy. I might actually check that out. No, not the headset. I was going to explain the Tau for you. I'm sorry. Oh, the Tau. The Kane books are also good. Interesting. The Black Cat bad luck is crazy. Bloodlust increases. Oh God. Don't remind me. Oh God. Charge. There we go. Yeah, we got some life coming back in. All right. Okay, we have 8 more minutes. We could try. I'm gonna put captions on and see if, oh God, I can't see. I'm gonna see if that does anything. Closed captions provided by.
Hard to kill, tons of crazy stuff.
Hard to kill,
you can
tons
use
of
the
crazy
Catan
stuff.
themselves as units to fight with. It's pretty cool. The Necrons are the
Wait, you can use the Catans to fight? That's awesome.
3 major events in 40k. The Horus Heresy, the Fall of the Eldar, and the Awakening of the Necrons are all pretty substantial events. And the Necrons themselves are pretty dang cool as well. Here's a good quote from a wonderful Dawn of War game. Lucky creatures, as long last you have found the tranquility of death. I was like you once, clinging to life and blind to the truth. When I uncovered the truth, I too shuddered and paled with fear. Deep in these catacombs I was remade. Here my brethren slumbered for eons while the living grew like weed. My Lord knew this day would come. He had plans for us all. We would purge this world once more. So come, poor victims of life. We will grant you tranquility in these crypts. Kronos will be a tomb world once more. Necrons,
dude, that's sick. That's sick. That's a sick quote.
Are also pretty smug. Trazen the Infinite especially. A little.
Wait, what?
Once more. Necrons are also pretty smug. Trazen the Infinite.
Mr. Studio Girl.
Infinite especially. A little dickhead. But speaking of dickheads, last race. Let's talk the Tau.
We made a fucking
The Tau Empire!
The
Hey
exact-
guys, look, it's the Tau Empire! Oh my God! It's the Tau! It's the guys! It's the guys! I still need a Tau Commander skull for my trophy rack. Oh my, yes, they use the katana as weapons. That's sick, dude. The only good Tau is one fed to the Tyranids or tossed to the orcs or purged by the Imperium. You get the idea. Oh my. And your house? No! That quote is from Dawn of War, Dark Crusade, I think. Nice. Okay, Reaver, I'm going to explain the Tau more easily. They are space Kunari. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I understand perfectly. I perfectly understand what they are now. No, really, I do, because I fucking am a huge Dragon Age nerd. If you say, okay, they're like this, I'll be like, okay, yes, I understand now. Thank you. Perfectly. I understand you perfectly. I understood that reference. I'm so sorry, guys. Things keep dying on me. I suck with technology. Or I suck charging things. Dude, I'm so excited for tomorrow. Me and my sisters. Okay, first, dude. Okay, so my birthday's coming up in a couple days, right? And my coworkers at work are trying to throw me a birthday party. And literally 3 times someone came up to me at work and they were like, Reaver, what's your favorite flavor of cake? 3 separate times. And I'm like, how many fucking times is everyone going to ask me what kind of cake I want? I already told you. And not only that, okay, so tomorrow I'm having an office birthday party, but also me and my sisters are going to go out to celebrate my birthday. And I'm so excited for that. I'm just really excited for that. Oh, indeed, the Tau messed up. They're bloody commie weeps. I don't. Oh my. You like mechs? Here's your mechs. Oh my. They trusted the bloody Dark Eldar of all people. The Dark Eldar. They trusted them? Subtle. Oh yeah. Yowie flavor. Oh my. What's your favorite flavor? It was literally either vanilla. I don't have a specific flavor. It's just either vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry. Just a regular cake. I just want a regular cake because For some reason, everyone at my office goes crazy with the cake and they try to make it absurdly fancy. And I'm like, just make it just a regular cake from the grocery store. Just a plain cake. It doesn't need to be fancy. We don't need a triple decker. We don't need fucking fancy shit shoved into the middle of the cake. We don't need that. Just a regular fucking cake. That's it. Oh, in that case, an early happy birthday, Riri. Thank you, Chaparak. The Tau are very naive. They are a very young race and don't know the galaxy very well. Oh, interesting. Yes, and we're surprised when they were betrayed. They're trying. Culture exchange. Then those Tau diplomats got turned into abominations. Ooh. Mods get her a Twinkie with a candle. Nah. They once killed a champion of Slanesh and went, yay, we killed Slanesh. Oh my. Happy early birthday. Thank you, Brett. They fucking killed a champion of Slanesh and they went, yeah, we killed him, yay. Do people really not like the Tau? It seems to me that people really don't like the Tau for some reason. Wait, how are the Tau like the Kunari? The Kunari aren't this gullible. Yes. 8th edition, I'm looking at you. Oh my. Are they just like very infuriating? How are the Tau anywhere near the Kunari? Are you talking? The Kunari have the Kun, Tau have the greater good. Oh, so okay, I see what you mean. Okay. The only reasons they're still alive is because the Imperium has bigger problems to deal with. They're like, you guys aren't even worth the bullet. Don't you snipe my HQ across the map? Oh my. If only there was a video to explain the Tau to us. Shut up, Happy. Is the philosophy the Tau absorb other races into their empire? Oh, okay. I get ya. Okay, it's coming together now. Okay, yeah, it is like the Kunari. Okay.
Formation of the Tau Empire is not entirely understood. However, a long time ago, many thousands of years ago, in the 40K world that is, some Imperial navigation vessels were going around through different areas, and they saw a primitive race, blue people, smacking each other with sticks and stones. They thought, nah, dumb Xenos race, who gives a shit, and they bailed. Then,
yeah, dumb alien race, who gives a fuck, and they bailed.
And this giant warp storm occurred right in that major area, unable to be breached. Then, once that warp storm 6,000 years later subsided, hello, those little sticks. Well, they decided to actually have no war of any kind and all just unite together under one flag of the Tau Empire. And now they have gigantic starships and Gundam robots and lasers and railguns and mechs, and they are here to ruin your day for the greater good. That is generally the
They are good, here to ruin your day for the greater good. That is
Tau Empire. They have this kind of feeling of this homogenous group. All species can go underneath the banner of the greater good. The greater good is their idea of the fundamental increase and help of all. In fact, they are most likely the most like the Covenant in Halo, where they have the overarching prophets, being the ethereals, who are actually kind of dicks and like to pull at strings a little bit, but then you have all these different races directly underneath them, and they all work together in this big group as this large, foreboding race that tries to spread their weirdly pseudo-religious influence across the galaxy. The alien is not intrinsically evil. Do not hate him. Pity him, his ignorance. Seek to understand his differences and equate him with his inadequacies. Only then will he accept his place in the greater good. That is generally the Tau. And if you're kind of wondering like what their mainly big shtick is, well, they're all about big robots and mechs. They have laser rifles and rail guns. They got giant mechs with tons of missile pods and heavy rail rifles and rail guns and burst cannons and ion accelerators and void shields and all this stuff. And that is generally what the Tau's all about. But you're probably thinking, Bricky, this doesn't sound that evil. This doesn't sound very grim, dark Warhammer. And you'd be right. The Tau Empire really don't have that much of a horrifying, grimdark style like everybody else. They're much more younger, new age thing. In fact, they're probably a lot less evil and a lot even better than they are now back in the day, because they liked having like that good guy faction. But a lot of us who really like the dark, depressing style of Warhammer didn't really like it that much. So, see, the Tau get a lot of hate, and a lot of that hate isn't necessarily unjustified. It's mainly from a tabletop perspective, but as you can see from all the visuals I've shown you recently, they don't really fit in the 40k universe very well. They lack that super
dark... Oh, yeah, okay, I see. Even I can tell that there's a... Like, even the style looks way different. That, yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that that was part of the 40k lore. Railguns, visible pain, oh my. See, it's the coon, okay. Coon. Okay, there is the Covenant, also similarity. Speaking of the Covenant, Pan Cranston's son Work does a series of videos where he rates how Halo factions would fare in 40k. Interesting. And I want them to do Grimdark. They seem chill. Of course, that's the one thing you pay attention to, fucking Bread, the chill faction. So people shit on them for being good people, apparently. They're more Star Wars than 40k, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that. They look very stylized. Actually, they look like very Gundam. They look very Gundam to me. Early Gundam.
In the 40k universe very well. They lack that super dark, dramatic, kind of high gothic level the Imperium has. They don't have the weird kind of like grungy stuff that Chaos or say the Orcs do. And the Necrons and the Eldar have their own specific style as well. The Tau really do look like something out of Gundam. And while it isn't necessarily a bad thing, it does definitely not fit too well. There's that. There's also the tabletop problem. In tabletop, Tau are horrible at melee combat, but...
They're horrible at melee? Oh my.
The tabletop problem. In tabletop, Tau are horrible.
Imperial Guardsman slaps Tau. See? It's easy. He died. Oh my god.
At melee combat, but exceptionally good at range combat. So they blast everyone from really, really far away, and they have a million rules to make it so that it's nearly impossible for you to get into melee combat. So it basically just forces you to bottleneck the game into one specific gameplay style, which is gun to gun.
Ooh, yeah, okay. If they bottleneck you into one play style, that's annoying. That's annoying. That's so annoying. Okay, I can see why you can get mad at that. I only started listening when he said they're not that evil. Oh my bread. They had been doing some grimdark stuff for the Tau, like they add races into their empire and secretly mind control their leaders, or slowly sterilize their populations in secret. Jesus. Good people is an understatement. They are not good. Cough, sterilization, cough. I'm like, yeah, assault marines, go burr. Dude. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can do a lot of grimdark things with the, for the greater good, quote unquote. A lot of people done bad things for the greater good of humanity, you know.
If you're doing gun to gun, they're gonna win every time because they're the Tau, and the Tau are really damn good at shooting. So it's one of those things that make the Tau generally rather hated, and a lot of different reasons for that, both from style and such. But this is actually one of the things I wanted to end this video with, is that the Tau, while they have their issues, you should not be discouraged from playing them. I'll make plenty of Tau weeaboo jokes, of course I will, but it's all generally in good fun. Anyone who legitimately doesn't want you to play a faction is an idiot, and you shouldn't be giving them the time of day. You pick what you think is cool and what you like. In Warhammer, especially now, factions get better and they get worse. They grow and then they fall. You should only be playing what you think is cool. You like the look, you like the models. If you're talking tabletop, that is what you should be going for every time, is what you think is badass, because things change all the time. But the universe of Warhammer has so much going for it. Every faction has something interesting, every character has a story, and there's a million stories to be told. The universe is vast and exciting, and while it is dark, depressing, and horrible, that is the damn charm. And out of everything I've told you in these two videos, if anything you could take away is the reason why so many of us are so into this series and why we like it so much. Because with so much variety, such an expansive universe, and so much that can be done, you can find yourself having a pretty great time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it has been informative to you. If you'd like to see more of me, Bricky, you have twitch.tv/Bricky for my streams. You have my merchandise site in which I was wearing.
There is one new faction that got added a few years ago, and that's the Leagues of Votan. They are space dwarves. It's basically an old race that got re-added and reimagined in lore. Yes, rule of cool. Nice. Rule of cool is the way. This is the way. Do you know the way? Oh god, that was an old meme, huh? Well, that was very interesting. God damn it. Every time I'm like, there's no way Lorehammer, there's no way Warhammer can be this, like, it can't be this interesting. Like, literally, I was like, there's no way, I'll probably get bored. I was literally expecting myself to get bored, not gonna lie. But they keep fucking showing me things that are so fucking cool. Like, every time I'm like, it can't be cool. I was like, it can't be cool. It can't keep being cool. They're just gonna run out of stuff, right? And then they just keep coming out with factions, and they keep coming out with stories, and keep different races and different lore and shit. And I'm like, oh my god, this shit's awesome. The lore rabbit hole never ends. Okay, so next stream, we do the test, right? And you going to get tested also, Reeve. Oh, God. Dawn of War stream, maybe? Dawn of War? What's that? What's Dawn of War? Please? What's Dawn of War? I don't know what that is. Is that another tabletop, or is that the same? It's a game? It's a game. Dawn of War? Warhammer 40k game. Oh, okay. I was like, what? Real-time strategy? Oh god, I don't know if I'm good at strategy. I'm pretty dumb. I'm pretty dumb. It's an RTS on Steam. Oh god, maybe, maybe. You can watch the cutscenes movie. Ooh, it has cutscenes. I was like, ooh, I'm changing my tune. It might have cutscenes. I can watch a movie. You can watch game, yeah. Maybe. I'll think about it. Maybe next week. If there's no more lore, or if there's no, wait, I need to watch the timeline. And then maybe we can start getting into like actual Warhammer-esque games. There are Exterminatus cutscenes as well. Exterminatus. If I might make one suggestion, there's a very fun fan video of a book called Hell's Reach. Why does that sound familiar? Hell's Reach sounds familiar. It's basically an orc invasion of an imperial world. It's long though. That might have to wait till next time because it's past my bedtime and I need to go to sleep. I wake up really fucking early to go to work, so it might have to wait for next time. Hold on, let me take notes down so I don't forget. What is it called? It's very was it fan-made video? Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Ah! You know, I have a weird craving for cookies now. I don't know what's wrong with me. And then you said a game. Was it Dawn of War? Oh, and then was it? Okay, so we need to do timeline. Okay, we need to do timeline, then fan made video, then we need to take a test. Timeline. Test. Alright, awesome. I got it all written down. What to expect next. Pity the Guardsman is pretty good for the humanity. Hell yeah. Oh my. I'm asleep also. Good stream. Neko Reaver, Pets. Thank you, Shaparak. You have a good night. Thank you for joining. I wake up today. No test. No. Timeline, Hell's Reach, Dawn of War, test. Aw, I don't know if I agree with that. I was going to do Timeline, Hell's Reach, test, then Dawn of War. Inferno, expecting you for the test also. No exceptions. Oh, my failure to turn up will result in KGB Bigfoot being sent after you. I'm not coming. No, you have to be here. You have to. Send him. Oh my. No, he wants KGB Bigfoot. No, don't give it to him. He wants KGB Bigfoot. Alright, let's see if there's... Alright, I'm just gonna see if there's anyone to raid. I guess we can raid Malachi. I want his radioactive. No! Not that. You just want his radioactive cock, don't you? That's all you use it for. That's all you ever see him as. But the... Alright, we're gonna raid Malachi. If I can fucking... Wait, what? Why is it acting weird? Okay. Alright, thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys have the good rest of your day and night. I didn't say it. Doesn't Spider-Man have a radioactive... Oh my. I know in one of the comics his sperm gives Mary Jane cancer. Oh my. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, that's 100% what happened. Comics can be crazy sometimes. But yeah, we're gonna go raid Malachi. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys have a good one. Have a good night. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you.